Won't take us for a couple of minutes, Judge. We're just going live. Good to go. Won't take us for a couple of minutes, Judge. This one. We're just going live. Okay, we're going to go ahead and call the meeting of June 18th, 2025 to order. The record that is being recorded at this time will reflect that Mary Ann Denner is our chief officer over at the juvenile is present. Judge Gonzalez, the 370th is present. Judge Singletary with the 476 is present. Faustino Lopez with Adult Community Supervision is open and present. Arturo Fajardo is present. Laura Hinojosa is present. By the way, congratulations, Laura, District Clerk of the Year for the state of Texas. Daniel Salinas with IT is present. Judge Singletary from the 92nd is present. We have our county judge, Richard Cortez, present. We have the 389th present, Judge Lopez. Judge Rose Reyna of the 206 is present. Bobby Flores has chimed in, and he has the 430th, which is Judge Esquivel's vote as a proxy. And I think I got everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people present for juvenile, so that is enough for a quorum. At this time, if I miss anybody or anybody gets a text message from somebody, let me know so I can let them in. Ms. Denner, you have the agenda on today. Is there anything out of the ordinary?
No, sir. These are all just our MOUs for JJP that'll be starting up for the new school year. Contract renewals, contracts with the boot camp. Nothing spectacular, nothing out of the ordinary.
I had briefly spoken to Judge Mancias, and he had indicated that he didn't see anything out of the ordinary either. At this time, I'll make a motion to approve the agenda for the juvenile department. At this time, is there a second?
I second it.
There's a motion and a second. At this time, all those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
That passes, Mary Ann. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
What I have on my agenda are 2 really quick items. One is just a reminder to the judges and pass the word around to the county court of law judges that you run into. There's nothing to stop us from continuing to get, and I will say that Alex Aguirre from the Public Defender's Office just jumped on. To help the county defray some of the cost, we need to consider awarding attorney's fees on cases where we are putting people on probated sentences for, even if the public defender's doing it, you can award. I do a standard $300 or $400. For those judges that are concerned about the indigency issue, what I do is I go ahead and award them. And if they start working, some of these people are working and they get some really good jobs, then we start collecting those attorney's fees. And if they're unable to, then the court always retains the jurisdiction of the case and the discretion to amend those judgments with the removal of attorney's fees and court costs and things like that. So that's just something that I wanted to put on there just to remind the judges. Anybody have any comments about that or anything? The last item that I have is a discussion and action if necessary, and I will tell you there's no action necessary. I wanted to point out to the board that the FAR San Juan Alamo School District, PSJ Independent School District, we've been working with them on a program through their College Career and Technology Academy. Basically, it's their alternative center. And what they have agreed to do is they will take any and all of our probationers or even unadjudicated people we may have under pretrial diversion. They will take them, if we make them part of a condition of probation, we can require them to enroll in PSJA, and they will be put through a track. It's ages 17 through 26, I believe it is. And they will be allowed to go through the school district. The school district will run them through the program to see what credits they need to try to get them a high school diploma. But some people who are not able to get the high school diploma on time, or do not have the time to do it, what we'll do is they will provide certifications for different programs. Judge Mancia has just jumped on, um, but they'll provide, for example, emergency telecommunicator systems certificates, phlebotomy certificates, EKG technician certificates, security guard certificates, even substitute teacher certification. They will do a welding certificate, HVAC and electrical certificates. There's all kinds of things available that they make available through their College Career and Technology Academy. And reach out to me if you need the language to go ahead and include it in the judgment. We've talked to Faustino Lopez with Adult Community Supervision, and some of the judges are already aware of it. Some of the county court of law judges have already started to utilize it, but it doesn't cost the county anything. This is funded through the PSJA school district and their funding mechanism through the state of Texas. So we are not charged a penny for that. And that is a program that we've been working on for a while. They finally agreed to do it. They will take any offender. They'll even, anybody that's on probation out of our system, whether they're convicted or not, if they're in our system, we can send them there. I encourage you to utilize it. Reach out to me. I will tell you that I was working on it with a guy by the name of Mario Bracamontes from the PSJA area. Those of you that are from PSJA know Mario. We worked with the superintendent of schools, with some of their assistant superintendents. We worked with Veronica Bernal, who is with the PSJA Foundation, Education Foundation. She is the one who introduced us to Mario and that group so that we can try to make a difference with the school district, and it worked. So the superintendent has already approved it. I encourage you to use it. Do you all have any questions about it?
Judge, can you just send that language out to us? And do you know if the DA's office has already put it in their templates so we
They,
can just tell them plug in the PSJ program?
right. What I'm gonna do is reach out to the DA's office and put it in whatever template they have. But there really isn't anything out of the ordinary. It's really just the language to plug in that they're going to be ordered to participate in the College Career and Technology Academy at the FAR San Juan Alamo Independent School District. And
The last quick question is, do you know if there's any offenses or type of things that would preclude someone from qualifying?
no, actually, we discussed that with them. And if they're within our system, they're not going to put any limitations on it because it's actually an alternative center. So
Okay, great.
they're not within the main school system.
Or not within a child safety zones, so
Right,
we can send those. Great, thank you.
right. So if
Judge,
there's
real quick,
anything else,
you indicated ages 17 to 26?
I think it's 17 to 26. The actual brochure says 18 to 26, but that's incorrect. They do take 17-year-olds, and the reason I point out 17 is because they end up in our system. They're outside of the
Right.
juvenile system. So, and there is a program, another program, for example, if they're a little older, there's another program that I'm looking into that actually will take them up to a much higher age. But that's
Awesome.
somewhat more limited. But this one is a wonderful opportunity for us. We're always worried about where we're going to send them to school or order them to school. And this gives them alternatives because some of these kids, they don't want a high school diploma, but they do want to learn about HVAC. They do want to learn about electrical or something that's hands-on, and this provides that for them. And by the way, when they take them, they'll do a screening of them. They'll check out their transcripts. They'll do all that for us. And so we don't have to do a lot for them other than require it, and then probation will look at the rest of the track to make sure that they get in there and they're validly accepted.
Judge, and one last thing, are we allowed to use this as a condition of bond, or is this strictly condition of probation?
Well, I have not encountered the condition of bond issue. That never came up. We were talking about people that are either on PTD
Okay.
or on a probated sentence, but I don't see why that would not be allowed. Judge, this is open to anybody. And so at this point, I would encourage you to even use it in those circumstances if you feel that it's something that can be of help to the individual and to the court. Sometimes, they're doing these informal PTDs, and I call them informal PTDs because they're non-judicial, but we still hold the bond. And so on the writs, we may be able to put some of these conditions on there, and I think that would work also, Judge Singletary.
Okay, thanks.
Judge Mancias, we took care of as I had talked to you before, we took care of the juvenile probation, and we were discussing the College Career and Technology Academy that you and I and others met with Bracamontes on. I think he's muted, but that's okay. Anyways, that's all we had on the agenda. I do want to take the opportunity now that we're on, and the county, whoever is tapped on through our live feed, our district clerk, Laura Hinojosa, was selected by her colleagues at the state level to be the district clerk of the year. I applaud her for that. And I appreciate everything she does for us, but apparently she got the attention of the state too. And I understand she's going to have taquitos or something over at her place at the district clerk's office in a few minutes. So I hope you don't get inundated by a bunch of people over there, Laura.
We're ready, Judge. Thank you. And everyone's invited.
Thank you very much for your service. If there isn't anything else, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion and a second. All those in favor, aye.
Second.
Aye.
Aye.
And the meeting is over. Thank you.